Hi friends, this is Mainak Misra. Welcome back to my channel, and today I will be discussing about a Chinese film, and this film is also relevant in modern China as well as in modern world. Okay, and this film is Ash is Purest White. So this film is directed by Jia Zhangke, and Jia Zhangke is a very famous Chinese filmmaker. I think you have seen his earlier works. And let me just start about this film. So this film, Ash is Purest White. This is an odyssey of a Jianggu gangster and his mall through the changing landscape of modern China. Okay, so even though it narrates the story of a gangster, but it also talks about the economic advancement in China. It talks about the fight, the struggle, the self-sacrifice of a woman, but it doesn't talk about revenge. It talks about the economic advancement, but it doesn't shy away from showing the plight of the common citizens. It talks about a mobster and his girlfriend, but it doesn't turn into a gangster film. So this is the film Ash is Purest White, and only a filmmaker like Jia, who is cognizant of country's socio-economic condition, can make this kind of film. Okay, so this is a brief introduction about Ash is Purest White, and that's the reason Jia Zhangke is considered as one of the most important filmmakers in modern China. Now let me discuss with you regarding the story. This is a triptych. So triptych means it has three parts: first, second and third. The film opens in 2001. That's the time it opens, and later on it follows two other time period, like in 2006 and 2017. Okay, so now I will talk about 2001. So Bin, who is a Jianggu gangster, and his girlfriend Kiao, they run a mahjong parlor. I think you know mahjong parlor if you search in Google, or if you do a little bit research. Mahjong parlors are generally originated from China, and it was very popular in China. I don't know whether it is now also as popular as those times, but it was very popular in China. So they run a mahjong parlor, and Bin, even though he is a gangster, but he follows the Jianggu codes of conduct. So they have certain principles, and he follows those conducts. Okay, and let me give you a little introduction about the Datong towns. Datong is a town in northern China, and the story is based or set in Datong. Okay, in 2001. So Datong is not in good shape. The Datong is a mining town, and currently it is undergoing certain difficulties, like the coal prices are getting slashed. That's the reason the mining production or the income from the mining is getting reduced. People are migrating to other towns. So Datong is not in a good shape as far as the economic condition is concerned. Okay, and these two persons, that is Bin and his girlfriend Kiao, they run a mahjong parlor in Datong, which is in northern China. Okay, Bin is very, he has power, mob power, and because of that he is regarded very well. So all the other people there in Datong, they regard him, and he settles different disputes among citizens. Okay, so this is about Bin. But wherever and whenever there is a mob power, there will be competition. Okay, so while driving his car on a street, Bin and his girlfriend Kiao, they are in a car and their car is chased and Bin is beaten severely by other gangsters, okay, other mobs. At that point of time, Kiao comes to his rescue and she opens fire in the air, okay, but the gun was illegal. So Kiao does a self-sacrifice for Bin. She is caught by the police and she admits that it is her gun, and because of that she is sent to prison. She is imprisoned for 5 years. Bin is imprisoned only for 1 year. Okay, so this is the first part of the story. Second part is in 2006. So Kiao has served 5 years imprisonment term, and she is surprised when the imprisonment is over, that Bin, for whom she did self-sacrifice, she took the blame for that illegal gun. She told that it is hers, and she was imprisoned for 5 years. So Bin didn't even come once to see her in prison. So she is heartbroken, She is heartbroken. She intends to meet Bin and to settle this matter. She wants to know whether he loves him or not. Okay, and because of that, Kiao crosses the Yangtze River by boat. And while she was crossing that river, she is cheated by a lady. She is proposed for sexual favor by a biker, and she frames that person. She steals that bike and she drives to the police station and she pleads to police personnel to take her to Bin. So finally she is able to meet Bin, but at that point of time Bin has a different girlfriend. So he doesn't want to, because he doesn't love her anymore. He doesn't want to meet him. So he sends his current girlfriend to meet Kiao. But Kiao is determined and she says that Bin has to come personally and inform her that he doesn't love her anymore. So Bin appears and he says that he doesn't love her anymore. So at that point of time, Kiao breaks all the ties with him and departs for Datong, her old town. Okay, and there's a scene also during that train journey. One guy says that he has business about UFO and all. So when they changed the train, that time he says it was he just lied. There is no such business enterprise. So there is one incident, and she sees that a ray just goes above her head. Okay, so this is the second part. And third part, the last part, this part opens in years later in 2017 in Datong again. Okay, so now Kiao has come back to Datong and she is running the old mahjong parlor and with the old customer base. Okay, so she is doing fine, and one day she receives a phone call, and the other side of the phone, other side of the call, the person who was calling happens to be Bin, and he says that he had developed a drinking habit. He was drinking heavily, and because of that he suffered a stroke. Okay, and he cannot walk anymore. He is impatient, he behaves very rudely. So she takes Bin to the mahjong parlor, and at that point she takes him to a doctor. Now he is able to finally walk. He got cured, and after that he just keeps a voicemail that he is living, and finally he leaves. But the story is finishing such a way. Kiao doesn't care when he leaves. Bin leaves. Kiao doesn't care. She comes little forward, opens the door, and she just goes inside. She doesn't care because she has clearly moved on in her life. So this is the story which has 3 parts. And the theme of this film is very very important, and which is the theme of the modern world, not only modern China. The change, not only change in person's life, but change in socio-economic conditions. Like those are going parallel. There is change in Kia's life. She is undergoing hurdles and turmoil. She is having a lot of problems in her life, but she doesn't give up. She fights back. She struggles, and she settles down, settles herself again. So that is her fight. So, and also one thing, Jia shows that the entire world is going through the modernization. Okay, so even though there is economic advancements, but he shows the plight of the common citizens. Even though there is shopping malls or there is supermarkets, but they take the breath away of the small shops. Industrialization is good for the entire world, but it exploits the poor laborers. So he shows both sides. He shows the advancement, yes, the undergoing change, but at the same point of time, he shows the vulnerability of the common citizens. Okay, and if you have observed the name, the title of this film, Ash is Purest White. This is a metaphor. In the film, Bin and Kiao, they come to a volcano, and Kiao says that the ash produced out of the volcano are actually the purest, and this is used in the film as a metaphor, because a person who is undergoing a lot of problems, the toughest level of challenges in life, he is transformed into a perfect human being, he is transformed into more resilient. His perseverance level increases. Okay, so that means in life there will be change. People become vulnerable, but at the same point of time, the wise thing is to accept it and move on in life to deal with the changes. So that's a fantastic film. You just see this, and so beautiful. I can't explain you. At one point of time, you will discover modern China, and at the same point of time, you will experience the struggle of a woman, a Chinese, a very common citizen, a common, very ordinary woman. A phenomenal acting by Zhao Tao, who is portraying Kiao. Very good measured acting by Liao Fan, who is portraying Bin. Okay, and Jia Zhangke, I already told you that Jia is considered as one of the most important filmmakers of 6th generation of Chinese filmmakers. He himself comes from the northern China, Shaanxi region, so he is well aware of the changes that are happening in China, like the 3 Gorges Dam, right, when it was built, that time many common Chinese citizens had to be evacuated by the Chinese government. So he shows both the economic advancement, the economic changes, the changes of the landscape in modern China, as well as he shows the common citizens. Okay, so both go hand in hand. That is the mastery of Jia Zhangke, amazing filmmaker. And I already told you that Zhao Tao as Kiao and Liao Fan has been both amazing. It is actually Zhao's film. She is extraordinary in the entire film. The cinematography by Eric Gautier is breathtaking, mesmerizing cinematography. He captures the essence of modern China, Chinese people and its culture. Beautiful, the landscape of China. When Kiao was crossing the Yangtze River that time, breathtaking cinematography, fantastic direction by Jia, amazing acting by the actor and actresses, amazing film. So, and it was also nominated in competition for 2018 Cannes Film Festival. So I think you have already seen this film. If you have not seen, please see this and support me. I keep making videos, so please subscribe. Please click the bell icon so that you get timely updates. Okay, subscribe to my channel, inspire me. Just write something in the comment section. I will again make a video shortly, and until then, bye and thank you for watching.